Hi everybody, so today I'm going to show you something really cool. It's Hangman the track, but I decided after lots of your comments to do the whole thing from start to finish. So it's going to be a really long one, so I'm probably going to chop this up into parts. We're going to start with the drums, from the editing right the way through to the final mix of everything. Enjoy! So I create hundreds and hundreds of tracks and have the drummer rehearse first, of course, until he's confident, and then he will play 5 takes of the drums. Minimum 3, but I always use 5. Like I said in my video before, with Yai, it was hard for me to tell between takes because he was so accurate. But I'm going to actually show you now exactly how I do that. Also note, I do this with the bass and vocals sometimes. It depends on the vocalist, but it's what we call compiling in the trade. I'm compiling the best performance, and this is a good way to get a good performance out of your musician. Rather than keep stopping them and punching into record, just let them play and enjoy themselves, and then we can edit together the best of all of those performances. In this case, I've created 3 and I've coloured them. So this is take 1, take 2 and take 3. So firstly, we need to make sure that we can hear each performance on their own, individually, by using the solo button. I have grouped each performance. So when I solo drums take 1, we will only listen to this take. The same happens when I solo drums take 2. We only listen to take 2. Now we make a little rough mix so that we can listen through all the drum takes and start choosing the parts of the take that we like. With all the stereo tracks, I link them. So I pan this overhead left and this overhead right, select them, and then create a link so that when I move the faders, they both move together. And I would do this in the real world on a real mixing desk too. So of course I do it here too. Let's just make a rough mix. Not too serious. Everything is panned. Okay. I've found the best way to do this is to listen through to each take all the way through. Like I mentioned before, I usually have 5 takes. And while you're listening, if there's a particularly good part that you like, you make a note of the bar number. So let's pretend that we really like this drum fill, for example, and it's on take 3. So I would just cut it on the bar and not worry too much if it's before the bar just or after the bar. So we select that, bar 85 to 87. Okay, so I like that. You might notice Yai has played a little bit ahead of the beat there. He's a little bit early. Well, don't worry, we can fix that. But not yet. But for now, while we're choosing sections that we just like, we just cut on the bar line from what bar to what bar. And then we edit it later. And look, I've given that a yellow colour so that I can see it later. That reminds me that I like that part. Usually there's a lot more edits than this, but obviously I'm just showing you. So we'll say from the beginning of the track to bar 85 is the best on the first take, the green tracks. So I would select all of those tracks, cut it exactly on bar 85, make sure you've got the snap on, so zoom out. So we like all of that. Let's imagine that the other part is not so good. This part here. So I select no colour, meaning no good. We cut this. I hope you're finding this interesting. It's really, really hard work when you do the real thing. So I like this, but I don't like this. Again, give this no colour so that I don't use it. So there's our plan, and that will be edited together. So when we're sure about that, we delete all the grey ones. Don't forget to keep the snap on, because when you put the drums down you'll put them in the wrong place, which is why I cut on the bar line. So here's that little mistake. I can move that. So very quickly, this is what you do. Yep, it's a little bit fast. The snare seems to be a bit fast too, coming too quickly. You can see by looking at the bar line. But this one's a little bit slow. So I would do something like this first. This is too fast still, and that's too slow. Let's take the whole thing and move it. No, not enough. Okay, we want this to be there. And then we need to pull this back. Now there'll be two kicks now. So this has to go and cover this part. At least up to here, so. Otherwise it would flam. A quick little crossfade. Let's see. There you go, not bad. Well, it's not perfect on the out point, but we're not editing here. I just wanted to show you. Like I said, normally this takes ages and ages. It's very hard work. And I do it every time with a smile on my face. So that is the final compiled drum take that we're going to use for the rest of the recording now. Then we glue them all together, and there you are. That's the final drum part.